Welcome everyone to the first ever PWCC Premier Auction show powered by SlabStox. My name is Aaron, your host for today's show, and this is the start of a partnership between PWCC and SlabStox. We are going to cover the PWCC auction for May 10th to May 20th. The auction is running for. This is an auction specifically off eBay, which is designated to cards with estimated market values of $50,000 or higher. And this auction is the first ever of its kind at PWCC, and the interface for this auction is absolutely incredible. So we are looking live right now at the Premier Auction. There are some incredible cards in this auction, and look at the website, everyone. This is actually the best auction website I've seen. Like, absolutely fantastic interface. The photos on this website are incredible. I will show you some of those here right now, as let's go take a look at this Lebron James 2003 Bowman Chrome Refractor PSA 10 of 300. So they have 3D imaging on the photography, as you see there. They also have the flat scans right there, and there, the front and the back. You can take the scans, you can zoom in as close as you need to, as zoom out. The 360 you can actually adjust as you look at it. You can rotate from the bottom. You can even pull it up to the top and look at it from the top view. Rotate it. It's pretty incredible stuff. The technology on this auction is really, really cool, and the bidding is super, super easy. You click bid now, choose your increments based on whatever card you're bidding on, and boom, you're good to go. So if you are interested in bidding in this Premier Auction, there's an incredible amount of items here, 139. They're ending within the next week. May 20th it ends, so be sure to go to pwccmarketplace.com because you do have to register to bid because all these items are estimated market value of $50,000 or over. But for today's show, we are going to be analyzing 6 storylines from this auction. I'm going to look at some different cards that are in the auction, look at some other cards that are in the auction, and bring up some storylines that are going to be fun to track and fun to see what they end at and the prices realized from those given items. So let's jump into it. Let's look at these storylines, and want you all to leave your thoughts in the comments along with my thoughts here on the episode. SlabStox is producing all this information from our view, so please enjoy and sit back and get ready to watch some awesome items in this PWCC Premier Auction. So the first storyline I want to talk about for this auction, and just get it out of the way early, is what is going to be the most expensive, the highest selling card from this auction. And there are a lot of options. You all can look at the complete catalog on PWCC's Premier Auction. But for me, it comes down to these 2 cards. I think it's going to be between the 1996 EX 2000 Credentials Kobe Bryant rookie out of $4.99 PSA 10 and the 2003 Exquisite Collection LeBron James Limited Logos rookie patch auto out of 75 BGS 9.5. So if you look at the Kobe as we rotate it, you can actually see the shine on the card. I've seen the green copy, just the normal base in hand, quite a bit, but the Credentials out of $4.99 look spectacular from this imaging, and then also, boom, the flat scan. And to me, this card is insane because there's 71 graded total by PSA, there's 499 made, and there are only 4 PSA 10s out of all of these cards that have been graded, which is insane. That is so rare, very condition sensitive card. Really, really, really cool card too, and I'd say one of Kobe's best rookie cards. The PSA 10s are actually 15 times more rare than Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10s, which is also insane. And the current bid for this one right now is $190K, turning it over to the LeBron Limited Logos Exquisite RPA. So that is one of the most sought after sets of all time from basketball cards. The Limited Logos 2003 set, super incredible. So many huge players out of that set have patch autographs. Really, really amazing cards. Also condition sensitive. And of course, that's LeBron's rookie card with that patch auto in that set, which is easily the biggest card out of that set. And right now it's at $320K. To some people, it might not be a debate on which one's going to sell for more, but to me, it'll be fun to watch to see these 2 because these are probably the undisputed LeBron and Kobe, the top cards in this Premier Auction to track. It's going to be really, really fun to see how it goes down the wire. The next storyline we have here are the 2 soccer cards in this auction. So one is the Ronaldo sticker BGS 10 Pristine, a population of only 13 from 2002. Incredible card, Ronaldo's rookie sticker BGS 10, insane grade on a sticker from 2002. And we're comparing that to the 2019 Sapphire Purple rookie out of 25 of Erling Haaland. Now, Sapphire has been a huge set this year. It's one of my favorite modern sets for soccer cards, the first Sapphire set ever released, and Haaland's rookie in it is the biggest card out of the set. So it makes sense why the bid's already $12,500 on that one. If you look at the Ronaldo, it's up to $20K. Which one's going to sell for more? You'll have to watch and see. But to me, these two cards are going to be really fun to watch down the stretch. And I'm sure as we get to the close of this auction, we'll be debating it on SlabStox FC, the prices realized as these two draw closer. Next, we're going to check out some Bowman Chrome auctions from this Premier auction from our guy, SlabStox Nate. So Nate, take it away.
I'm Nate, and I'm here to talk to you about PWCC's Baseball Premier Auctions. This week, we have 4 huge Bowman Chrome Orange Autos numbered to 25 ending this week. And they have various grades on them, BGS 9.5s, BGS 9, BGS 10s, PSA 10s, the whole 9 yards of grades here. But various players at various levels of their career. And so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with these prices and where the money goes, because is it going to be the sustained success? Is it going to be the champion? Is it going to be, the up-and-comers that gain the most money? We're going to find out. But first off, the first 2 cards we've got are Mookie Betts, Orange Auto, numbered to 25, BGS 9.5, and then a Mike Trout, Orange Auto, numbered to 25 from Bowman Chrome, BGS 9. Both 10 grades on their autos there, and it's going to be super, super interesting to see what happens, because these 2 guys, they are 1 and 2 in baseball, in the best players in baseball. No disrespect to the Acuñas, the Tatises, or the Juan Sotos of the world, or even the guy like Vlad right now, or Christian Yelich, Cody Bellinger. No disrespect to any of those guys, but these guys have been doing it for years. They have sustained success. That is what you want an Acuña or a Tatis to grow into, right? And so we've got these guys going right now, head-to-head, not on the diamond, but in the card market for BGS graded orange autos from Bowman Chrome. And so the Trout, obviously a lower grade, a BGS 9, but it's Mike Trout. He's number 1 in Fangraphs wins above replacement since he got up in the league, and also he is number 1 since 2015. Mookie Betts is number 2 since 2015, about an 8 win above replacement, 9 win above replacement difference between the 2 of them there, and yet one of those things where it's crazy how well these guys have been for so long, or how good these guys have been for so long. And so we get to watch these 2 duke it out with prices. And so I'm very curious to see what the top 2 players in the MLB are going to fetch on the market from PWCC for Bowman Chrome Orange Autos. Various grades, but still magnificent cards. And then on the other end of the spectrum, not vets, but you got the young guns, the up-and-coming faces of baseball, and that is Tatis and Acuña. So here you have the Tatis on the left side of the screen, the Bowman Chrome Orange, numbered to 25, PSA 10, DNA 10, so it's a PSA graded the auto and the card, 10-10 there. And on the right side of the screen, you have the Ronald Acuña Orange Auto from Bowman Chrome, number 25, BGS 10, Auto 10. So they're both 10-10s, but one is a BGS and one is a PSA. And this is going to be interesting because they're really 1A, 1B, and with Juan Soto 1C for best young player in the league. You can't really go wrong any which way when looking at these guys. 1A, 1B, 1C. They're not like Trout and Betts, where Trout is clearly number 1 and Betts is number 2, but the Betts has a better grade. They're all very similar, and you cannot go wrong buying any of them. So what's really going to set this apart is, A, Acuña has had the better start of the season. He's been amazing, but Tatis has been pretty good too. He's been no slouch himself. So statistically, I don't know if there's going to be a huge bump. So where the bump is going to be seen is if the BGS 10 is really a premium grade nowadays compared to the PSA 10. How much will that fetch over the Tatis? I am very curious to find out. These guys are as close as you can get. Acuña has better stats, but Tatis is the shortstop. Despite being a poor shortstop, he's still a shortstop, a premium position, more so than Acuña. And so, the only difference between these cards in my mind, you buy either, you're happy, you go home, you've got a magnificent card. But the only difference between these 2 cards in my mind is the BGS 10, and I'm so curious to see what happens there. And I'm also curious to see where these end in correlation to like a Trout BGS 9, because a BGS 9 obviously is a very nice card, but it's not a BGS 10, it's not a PSA 10. But we're talking Mike Trout here. And so 4 huge cards, 4 varying levels of player here. and yet not skill-wise, but career-wise, and yet 4 massive, massive, massive cards that I could not be more excited to see where they end, because that is a good indicator of where the market is as a whole. So tune into PWCC this week, watch these cards go, and see where PWCC's Premier Auction takes these cards. Now back to Aaron with the rest of this episode.
Thanks, Nate, for covering that for us. The next storyline we're looking at is 2018 sealed wax. So there's 2 cases in this auction that I find extremely intriguing, because one is National Treasures, the high-end brand of modern basketball cards, much like Exquisite was in the past. I know some will say National Treasures does not compare, which admittedly Upper Deck Exquisite is unbelievable with that LeBron limited logos. But if you're talking about high-end brands in the modern card market, National Treasures takes the cake. That's a Seal 4-box case from 2018. And then we got the Panini Prism sealed 12-box case from Panini, the set that features the Luka Doncic Prism base rookie, and obviously the silvers, the oranges at 49, blues at 199, gold at 10, mojo, black gold, all those hobby parallels, which are so sought after in the market today, could reside in those boxes. Both of them extremely expensive cases, both of them extremely sought after. Currently, the National Treasures is outpacing the Prism, 22,500 bid to 15,000 bid. But there's a lot to be seen here, because I think that there's 2 different segments that you can hit on with these 2 products. So National Treasures is that primo brand, Prism is that more mainstream brand, and it's going to be intriguing to see which people bet on for these cases, because generally, yes, the same person could buy both, but I think we'll see different groups of people target each case based off of what they think of the brands going forward, which in my mind is going to determine a lot of the actual market outside of this. I think that these effects go outside of just the Premier Auction. You know, if we see NTK sell for an all-time high for 2018 sealed product, that could be huge. If we see 2018 Prism sell for an all-time high 2018 Prism case, you know, that could really start up the Prism market. There's so many causes and effects that can happen here in this Premier Auction, which is why it's so intriguing for everyone. I know not everyone can drop a bid in this auction, but it's really key to watch it, because this does affect other marketplaces in the market. Like, you know, soccer, if those 2 Ronaldo and Haaland sell really high, that's going to affect the other soccer cards. It really goes like that for any segment of the market that's in the Premier Auction. Definitely stay tuned if you're into hockey, if you're into sealed wax, if you're into soccer, if you're into basketball, baseball, football, whatever it is. You want to watch and you want to see where these auctions are ending at. This next one is an interesting one. We are looking at the 2019 National Treasures Ja Morant Stars and Stripes RPA numbered 30 PSA 9. Compare that to the 2009 Steph Curry Limited RPA 1 of 1 BGS 9.5. These cards were released a decade apart, and right now they are so close in bids, actually exactly the same, 15,000 each. So really the storyline here is, are we going to see investors go after the new high-end brands with the National Treasures, which obviously resonates much more with collectors and investors today? Or do we see people who remember Limited from back in the day, because Limited's not currently being produced anymore, but look at Limited as one of the first products that really brought out the regime of Panini basketball and chase after that Curry? Either way, both are crazy cards. Very, very awesome looking. And this one will be very fun to track and comment, post on Instagram later and see what the comments say, especially in the YouTube video right now and the Instagram TV video. If you all got comments, throw them in the chat. Talk to me about which one do you think you'd rather have, the Steph Curry or the Ja Morant. For this one, we have a classic example of demand and product rank versus scarcity, because if you look at it, the Topps Chrome 2004 LeBron James Gold Refractor is numbered out of 99, and it's a 9.5, and its bid right now is $25,000. If you look at the Topps Finest LeBron 2004, the exact same year of production, it's a Gold X-Fractor, and it's numbered out of 5, and a BGS 10. That one's at $22,500, so super close in bidding right now. Going forward through this auction, I am for sure going to be watching these two to see how do people bid with. Are they going after the mainstream, the big brand, the Topps Chrome, obviously the basketball brand from that decade? Or are we going to see people gravitate to a lesser brand but scarcer card and better grade with the Topps Finest? I think that debate can get applied to many cards, to many players, to many examples from the modern market today with the products that Panini are releasing. Like, do you go after the Panini Prism, or do you go after the Select or the Optic? or maybe something even different than that, like Contenders or Core Kings. So many different sets today, but it's going to be really, really good to key in on this and see how that can apply to today's market. Because like I said, with so much of this, there's really a lot to gain by watching this auction, tracking and seeing which ones are ending high, which ones are ending low. And that can really, really, really affect the market overall, your cards, your investments, your collection. So stay tuned, watch this one. I'll be watching this one super closely. And that's why I put it last for the storylines, because this is the one I'm most intrigued with. So let's get on to some unique auctions from this event that I did not cover in the storylines, but they definitely deserve to get showed here on the video. All right, the first one we got here for the unique items is the Kobe Bryant 1997 Metal Universe PMG Red. These are numbered out of 100. The last 10 of these are the first 10. All I know is that 10 of these are green, and there's only 10 made for those. But this card is insanely rare. If y'all remember back a year and a half ago plus, for the MJ, that is when we were seeing those record-setting PMG sales. This was the set. This is the 1997 Metal Universe set that depicts, in my opinion, one of the coolest designed cards of all time. Kobe with the Death Star. Really, really, really awesome card. I do have a PSA 9 in my collection, and I think that this one's going to be fun to track. It's at $25,000 right now. This one is graded by PSA as an authentic altered. It's still commanding that $25,000 current bid. We'll see where it goes. One of the most beautiful sets of all time. This Kobe card, definitely one of the most sought after Kobe's of all time too. Very excited to see how this one tracks. Next up, there is no way I was making this video without showing this card. This Kobe Bryant 2012 National Treasures Logo Man Patch Auto out of 5. It is game worn, and the game it's worn in was the 2012 NBA All-Star Game. Kobe dropped 27 points. Pretty incredible to actually see, the game being tied to the Logo Man in the card. Really, really cool. Current bid of $42,500. In my opinion, this is my favorite card in the entire auction just because of what it is. Like, it's so hard to replace a Kobe Logo Man game worn. Incredible, incredible, incredible stuff, and can't wait to see where this one goes. As a Milwaukee Bucks fan, you all knew this was going to be in it. The 2013 Prism Gold Giannis Rookie Auto 9510. Current bid of $35,000. Had to put it in the video. One of my favorite cards out of this entire auction for the sole fact that massive Giannis fan, massive Milwaukee fan. And if I own this card one day, that would be amazing. So maybe someday I'll chase it down. This one is always going to have a soft spot in my heart. The 2005 Finest LeBron James. This is the Black X-Fractor numbered out of 9 PSA 10. So if you have watched our SlabStox breaks before, we opened a box of 2005 Topps Finest and I hit a LeBron Gold Refractor. 23 out of 39 jersey number from this set. The guy pulled it for Fernando. He actually sent it to PSA, got a PSA 10. And this card, LeBron dunking, it's always going to be one of my favorites because of that moment and because of just how cool the card is in itself. The Black X-Fractor looks so cool. Current bid of $12,500. Really had to show this one. Just such a beautiful LeBron James card. And the last unique item here to show in the PWCC Premier Auction is not just the LeBron Black Refractor number out of 500 from Topps Chrome, his rookie card. It is actually a complete set of 2003 Topps Chrome Black Refractors. The LeBron's graded a BGS 9. Same with the Kobe and the Carmelo. The Wade's graded a PSA 9. And here's the rest of the set. This is just an absolutely insane item in this auction. Every single Black Refractor from 2003 Topps Chrome. Current bid is $30,000. And it's just so cool to see. I mean, to see a numbered set like this with some of the best rookie cards of all time make its way into a complete set and then into the auction is so cool. And this one, I'll definitely be watching just to see how high a complete set can pull on this stuff. I mean, we don't see complete sets sell every day through auction houses. So this one, really cool to see. Really excited to see where it ends and to track that one. All right, everyone, that was the May 2021 PWCC Premier Auction preview going from May 10th to May 20th. Picked out some storylines, some unique items from this auction for you all to watch. Definitely go look at the rest of the 139 cards, though. Don't want to just pigeonhole it to just the ones we showed. There's absolutely amazing items in this auction, so be sure to go check it out. Really, really cool. Awesome to start up a partnership with PWCC, and we can't wait to bring you more content. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you do want to bid, make sure to go register to bid. You have to register before bidding. Really excited to share this with you all. Really excited to see what other content we can make off this in the future. Be on the lookout for SlabStox Instagram account to post prices realized updates on these items we talked about to get those debates going. And for everyone watching, thank you and have an amazing rest of your day.